Western was originally established in 1889 as Whatcom Normal School with a total enrollment of just 88 students. Today, 125 years later, Western Washington University is 15,000 students strong and growing, but not just in student enrollment, but pioneering new programs, winning awards for excellence, and gaining nationally recognized achievements. Throughout Washington and the world, Western alums and students are using their education to innovate, lead, change, and improve, all while living Western's motto of active minds, changing lives. However, troubling economic times can keep higher education out of reach for too many of our young people. The Western Stands for Washington campaign aims to keep an education of excellence accessible for all students in the state of Washington, raising money for scholarships, research, and programs, and ensuring that students are prepared for the 21st century and beyond. I am here with Stephanie Bowers, who is the Vice President for University Advancement right here at Western Washington University. I think a lot of times people don't quite know, what is University Advancement?
University Advancement is really literally what it says. Our division, we provide opportunities for the university to grow, to try new things, and we do that through engaging our constituents, our alumni, our parents, our community members, and asking them to support us, whether it's financially or in making us have good connections elsewhere in the community. So we are advancing the university by providing that extra support.
I think some people would wonder, but Western's a publicly funded university by the taxpayers of Washington State. Why do we need a private fundraising arm of the university when we're already funded by the state?
That is another great question. As you know, the state funding has been declining at a pretty rapid rate over the past few years. And as a public university, the state does provide about 35% of the cost of a student's education.
So the state pays for 35% of the total education of a student, that's it?
That's approximately right. And
Okay.
so where's the other 65% come
Yeah.
from? And that would be from the students in their tuition.
Okay.
Last year, I believe over 67%, nearly 70% of students applied for some kind of financial aid at Western. Scholarships are really huge. They're needed by students who would like to come here.
So what kind of fundraising efforts are going on right now at Western?
So right now, most people might think of a capital campaign where you raise money to, say, build a building
Sure.
on campus or for another kind of nonprofit. Ours is a little different. We call our campaign a comprehensive campaign because we raise money to help students, to help faculty, to help programs, and to do some capital improvements on the campus as well.
And how much money have we raised?
Thanks to great generosity by a lot of people, Chris, we have already raised over $59 million.
Wow.
Which is just incredible generosity by so many people in our communities. It's such a wonderful tribute to Western that alumni, parents, members of our community, corporations, there are so many people who have stepped forward.
So $60 million coming into Western to support Western, and you said it's comprehensive and it covers a lot of areas. Can you give us some examples of how that $60 million is going to benefit Western?
The three biggest areas were to help students, help faculty, and grow programs. And those have really been, those have been our core fundraising successes, really.
Can you give some examples with faculty as well as growing programs?
Actually, here's one that is both faculty and program growth, which is great. You know, a few years ago at the very beginning of the campaign, the university was looking to do some new programs, and the academic community prioritized going forward with an entrepreneurship program. And yet at the same time, there weren't any state dollars to make that go forward. So always one to pick up a challenge. We found a donor, David and Denise Cole, who we thought might be interested in something like this. And David is an alum of Western, and Denise went to school here too. And we invited him to provide a professorship for us, and he and Denise agreed. So we have the David Cole Professorship of Entrepreneurship, and we were able to recruit a phenomenal faculty member, Art Sherwood, and he's already developed curriculum, so we have the classes being taught. And not only that, but we have students that are actually lining up, and there's a wait list for the first cohort to go through the minor concentration in entrepreneurship.
So what if somebody's watching the show right now and they may think, you know what, I went to Western, or my children went to Western, or I employ Western alumni.
Right.
But I don't know if I can really make an impact myself. What would you say to somebody who isn't quite sure if the dollar amount that they're going to give, or if they're able to contribute is enough? What would you say to that person?
Sure. You know, I'd say to that person, there is no gift too large, no gift too small. You know, we need everything to make it all tick, to
Sure.
make this all work.
Well, thank you so much for coming into the studio. It's really nice to see you.
Oh, Chris, this has been a great opportunity.
All right.
Thanks for asking me about the campaign.
Absolutely. Stephanie Bowers, the Vice President of University Advancement right here at Western Washington University, as we get ready to close off our $60 million Western Stands for Washington campaign.
Takes them out of the Northwest regional design scene and puts them in more of an international culture, exposing them to different things and aesthetics and mentalities than they're used to.
You're willing to open your eyes a little bit, open your minds, your hearts, and look around you and observe and intake